Hello, hello. I think we're all good to go here. Can you hear me? Everybody? Hello, hello. Happy everybody's here. Hello, hello, hello. Low Rain Hope. Hello. You're at the top of the list of the names that I can see. Hello, Kelly Cruz's Crafts and Quilts. Hello, Crafts and Simple Life. Hello, Carol. Hello, Gwenny. Big hugs to you, my dear. One of our lovely moderators. Hello, Sonia D. Hello, Carol Hebgen. Oh, that's a mouthful. Hello, Lois, another one of our lovely moderators. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, Zella and Laura and Vanessa and Allison. Hello, Miss Allison, another one of our lovely moderators. Thank you very much. Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Bernadette and Teresa and Ann Hayward. Hello, hello. How's John? Hopefully he's feeling much better and on the mend completely. Hello, Jackie. Hello. Thank you very much there, Crafts and Simple Life. Hello. Say my back. And Connie and Mary and PJ. Good morning from North Vancouver. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning. It is good morning there. It's afternoon here for us. Hello, Mary. Hi there. Hello, Cheryl and Vanessa and Barbara. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Miss Bernadette is from Dublin. How's the weather over there? Miss Jackie is from Tempe, Arizona. Such the yin and the yang across the world. Isn't that interesting and neat? All at the same time. Hello, Miss Nadine. Hello, hello. Actually, I felt really bad because where's that little pan? You sent me the cutest little panel. Oh, here it is. I put it right here so I didn't forget. Sorry, Nadine. It was the little napkins that you sent were so cute, and I got distracted about trying to stitch them up for a Tuesday video that I forgot to show this cute and adorable panel she sent me as a Christmas gift. Isn't this adorable? So thank you so much, Miss Nadine. Big hugs to you. And I can't wait to think of some ideas to make this, like, go all the way around. I need some blocks to go around. Isn't that gorgeous? It's the cutest, so thank you. Big hugs to you. I forgot to share that. I didn't realize that until after. I was like, oh, darn it. Darn it, Laurelyn. Best of intentions, I tell you. Hello, hello. Is Miss Pat here? Hello, Miss Pat. I wonder what Miss Pat is working on today. Miss Pat Ryman Schneider. Yes, yes, yes. I saw what she was the project via the Fat Quarter Shop last week, and that looks really fun. That looks like a really block of a week of fun stuff. So, oh, thank you, Nadine. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Jen. Hello, Tina. Hello, 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 Mathilda. Hello, hello, from Netherlands. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Nice hot cup of tea. Cold and wet, says Bernadette. Oh, that disfigures you for Dublin. Hello, Sharon from Colorado. Love you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Barbara. Hello, April from Illinois. Hope everyone is doing well. Where are you in Illinois? Because you're really not that far. You just hop, skip, and a jump across the ponds, right? You know, little ponds. Some of that chicken fabric I sent you might work in the border on that farm. Oh, you're right. Da, 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 da. Hello, Niku. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, the pet is participating. Are they? Oh, wonderful. I feel like I have to wave hi to LL when you say my name. Well, hello. I wave back to you. I'm waving at you. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Linda from Kentucky. 27 degrees here today. It was minus 26 or 28 Celsius when I went to check on the chickens earlier. It's cold. It's cold. They did come out, though. I'm going to put fresh water out there for them and some lettuce and some stuff, and just so they get out and get some sunshine, and they can go back in if they want to. So, hello, hello. Welcome. Hello, Miss Helly, another one of our lovely moderators. Hello. Hello, Barbara McFadden. 12 inches of snow. Oh, yeah. That's enough. I did not, Niku. I'm sorry. I have been extremely busy this whole week because I was back to crossing guard. I literally was busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. So I have been crazy busy. But I promise to look tomorrow when I can relax and chill out. And I promise we'll look. So, I know, right, Jan? Trust me, I was cold. I was even saving these because these things actually saved my toes this week because we've had minus 26 to minus 28 during the morning crossing guard shift with the wind chill. And these little hand warmers, little hotties, my girlfriend Sandra bought me like 2 Christmases ago, and I still have some. And boy, I was putting them to use because those cold days, I like rubbing them up and sticking them right in the toes of my boots. So. Because that's the only thing that gets cold is the very tips of your toes. Your heel doesn't. The bottom of your foot really doesn't. It's the toes. So if you can squish that little packet, which is kind of flexible in a way because it's a fabricy paper, you know, warm it up, like do whatever you need to do to activate it and then shove it right into the toe. And then when I put my foot into the boot, it's a little snug and sometimes it's a little crampy on the toes, but I'd rather have warm toes than frozen toes. So I'd rather take a little bit of crampy toes with warm than frozen toes and can't feel anything. So yeah, I'd totally, for sure. Hello, April from Stellar Park. It's a suburb of Chicago right next to O'Hare. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, Scheller, hold on. Scheller Park? Not Stellar Park. I apologize. I just read that wrong. Hello, Miss Tammy Davidson. What's going on? Cold here in the Netherlands. Not my weather. And it's not my weather either, Matilda. It isn't really my weather. I'm like, I haven't really been conditioned because we had those like 5 weeks off since Christmas break. I didn't really get a chance to condition myself waiting for the January, February, March weather, which is bitterly cold most times and well into the negatives of the 20s and 30s. So it's like, it's okay. Try dry mustard sprinkled in the toes of your boots. Are you yanking my chain there, Jackie? What you got going on there? Hello, Georgina. Hello, hello. We're all good here. Marcus Munchkin as well. He's actually just zipped out to the little corner store to grab a few necessities. We're going to play a game after stream today. We haven't played games as a family since New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so we're very excited to do that. It's actually Family Day weekend here, so Monday is technically a day off-ish. I'll be off from crossing guard, Munchkin's off from school, and Pop's off from work, so we'll be able to spend the day together there too. So we bought a game so we can play it all together and have a good family day weekend. Exactly. So we're excited about that. We're all excited. So we went to go grab some snacks so we can have them for later. I'm like, I got chips and dip. Could you go grab me some juice? Pop wants chocolate. Make sure you get something for yourself. Hey, we get a little bit of licorice. Like, I said, what did I say? Nibs, Twizzlers, Nibs or Nibs Cherry or the strawberry peel apart ones. I don't mind either one of those. So, hello, Caroline. How are you? Hello, Tom. Happy you're here. It's a very cold and snowy here. Always January through. I know, right, Sharon? Depends on where you are, right? Hello, Miss Sarah Day. How you doing? How you doing, girl? There he is. Oh, we were just talking about you, Munchkin. How we were planning our lovely gaming weekend, and that you were just out grabbing snacks. Yeah, exactly. Give a little wave.
I wave.
I know your hands are full. Appreciate you.
Hello, everybody.
Appreciate you. Uh-oh. What's Miss Lois saying? You can come visit. It's cruel to us Canucks. What did she say? Something about the positive weather and sunshine, I bet. Hey, it was sunny here today and sunny yesterday. It was not so sunny right now, but it was very sunny the past couple days, actually. So I'll take the sun. Miss Allison says hello, Marcus.
I say hello back.
He says hello back, and so Miss Nadine says hello. Adult snacks. Yeah, exactly. Little go-go juice for Mom. Hello, Miss Sharon Patmore. Happy you're here. Hello, Pamela. Or Pam Baker. There you go. Hello, darling. I was like, I don't call you Pamela. That just seems weird. I call you Pam. So how was your first week back, Miss Pam Baker? What did you think of it? Okay, what I'm doing here is my background fabric, or the fabric I'm building my flower out on. And what I'm doing right now is just folding it so it's nice and square. I did come in a little bit bigger because I didn't, sometimes when you think you read the instructions, and I didn't actually read all the instructions. So I actually cut mine a little bit bigger than needed, even though she has hers cut. You cut it bigger than you need it. So mine's really big than needed. So mine may actually be a bigger quilt. We'll just see how that goes. So I'm going to press. I'm going to press because I folded it in half and then in a quarter. And I've lined up my edges here. And I think I cut 20 by 20 at first. And then what I want to do is I want to give this a nice good press to get me a crease. And then I loved her tip was grabbing a dark thread. I have some dark blue or black over here. Here we go. I got lots of yarn or lots of thread. Okay. And then after you give it your press and your crease of where things need to go, because that'll help you in the placement of your block, because we have our center done. We just have a few more leaves to go. So we're almost there. And then you come in and you take some little base stitch in dark thread and you come along where the X and the Y or the horizontal and the vertical meet with the center of the square. Just come down maybe, I don't know, 2-3 inches or something like that. So when you go and you're appliquing this down, whether by hand or by machine, and you happen to, by moving it around, lose some of those creases that was indicating to you of where it should sit on the horizontal and the vertical, those little thread stitches will help guide the way. And it'll help square things up as you're doing your blocks. So I was like, bomb diggity, babe. Bomb diggity. I was like, felt like I was, woo, knowledge power, baby. Yeah, she was streaming this morning on Twitch. That's Miss Hexadoodle Quilts. Okay, so we're going to take that little tip right now and run with it before I forget. So I'm going to press this. Okay, I'm going to press this and then I'm going to thread it. Oops, I got my tape already for put my little arts and crafts session together here. Putting my my block layout together. And I liked how she was showing if somebody was doing a dark background, how you could go about making sure you had the proper layout in the square of your dark background. Is anybody who's doing this project working with a dark background and not a white or a light or a cream or anything like that? I know we have a few people. And yes, I'm wearing my jammy bottoms today. It's cold. I didn't feel like changing. Cheers. No hot tea for you. Oh, what's up with you? I'm having a good day today. This is Vicky Robles. Few far between. Jim has forbidden me to go in quilt room. Well, when he's not here, almost passed it. Oh no, that's not good, Vicky. You concern me. You make me worry about you. You'd like me to bubble. Your background star. Okay, wonderful, Carol. Wonderful. Okay, so what she gave me as a wonderful tip is, what she's, giving everybody the tip. I feel like she's just talking to me, so, well, not just me, but you know what I mean. There we go. Right on, Joanne. I didn't feel like changing. I'm like, I don't feel like changing. I'm just going to wear my jammy bottoms. I'm warm and I'm comfortable. So she took some freezer paper and made it bigger than her block size. And again, folded it in the quarter that she had here. Laid her template, just one of them. Like, it's different from when you're laying the blocks out like I'm trying to here now. You need that little bit of a gray zone to kind of play with. I know this is wrong, but you'll get the jibby. So that's a little bit of a play zone. But if you're doing it dark, you want to get it right exact. So you'd end up cutting off that light gray part right here. And then you take that and put it on your folded piece of freezer paper. Okay, the paper to the outside, the wax to the inside, folding it in, like if it was the wrong and the right side of a fabric. You stick your little template right up in the corner, and then you take a nice little stabby tool, and you're gonna puncture wherever they have like a mark on her template here, like one side and the other of the little line. Maybe Pop can get in there with the overhead camera so you can kind of see what I was talking about here. And then if you come in with like a chalk or some baby powder was her suggestion. I have chalk here from other projects as well as like a chalk stick because I mark stuff with the long arm and so on and so forth. So what she was doing is it was coming in as like a puncture here, puncture there, puncture here, puncture there, this. And as you're going through that freezer paper, you're marking it not necessarily just in the one section. You're actually marking it for all four because you're going to end up taking that paper once you've punctured it all, spreading it out and laying it underneath your template here. Or sorry, you would lay it, it's actually on top of your dark fabric, I apologize. Lay it on top of your dark fabric and then rub over the holes with the chalk or the something that you could see through. So like a chalk or even, and then from there, you take that template off and then you put more of a permanent chalk mark, whether a pencil or one of those little, tailor tools, the little wheelie beads on the bottom to carve it out. So, or a pounce pad. A pounce pad works too. Yeah, because you could use a little cotton ball and just pounce it like that. So, I missed Pat's response if she did respond. I'm sorry. Is Miss Pat in the chat? I'll make sure I say hello to. Sorry? Oh, what did she say then? I'm sorry. Oh, all right. Okay, Pat's in the chat. Hello, Pat. Hello, Miss Emily is here. Hello, hello. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. I can't read Russian. I barely even speak English. Hello, Donna Patrick. What's going on today? Hello, Miss Virginia. Hello. I missed that. Tammy Davidson just popped off the screen. You said my picture something or other. Oh, maybe it's my tablet being at 14%. I don't know if the power of the tablet would work on that. So, my boss won't let me work in PJs. I'm sorry to hear that, Carrie. I really am. It's a good thing I'm my own boss at this point in time. At least on a Saturday and Sunday. Hello, Miss Connie Joe. Happy you're here. Hello, Miss Jo Marie. What you doing there, girlfriend? Hello, Miss Pauline. Hello, hello. How's Denmark today there, Miss Helly? And how's California there, Miss Allison? And how is Alberta there, Miss Gwenny? Good morning, says Sammy D from lovely, beautiful BC. Hello, Miss Sandra. I live in Dallas, Texas. It's cold 23. Girl, don't talk to me about cold. It was minus 26 Celsius. I'm going to let the chickens out. Not bad. I'm learning how to follow instructions for Bargello stuff. Like, oh, very nice. Very nice there, Pam. We got a Bargello project coming up next weekend for our 12 hours. And just in case anybody needed to know, it's 12 hours next weekend. 12 hours of fun in the sun, in the quilt shop. I was like, what's going on? I realized I punctured it with the pen. It's like, it feels weird. What's going on with this thing? Oh, that's a deep freeze there, Miss Gwenny. My goodness. Okay, so what I'm doing is cutting on the black line for the outside, leaving the gray in the inside to help with wiggle room for the block. Okay. So let's get this cut and then we'll tape it and then I'll mark the threads on the X and the Y. Oh, there we go. There's our project for next weekend. There we go. It's a free project. It deals with just 20 colors, so it's not overly, but you can repeat your colors as much as you like. So that's what we're going to be working on. Hello, Miss Hildy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What am I working on? I am working on the Country Garden English Country Garden. I apologize. Here it is. By Miss Hexadoodle Quilts. Fabulous designer. Sorry, get this in the right spot. Fabulous designer. Love her YouTube, she does do YouTube stuff, videos to YouTube, but I love watching her on Twitch. She's usually very early for me on a Saturday morning. I got up at 6:30 this morning to catch her, and she is already on for like an hour and 10 minutes because she's in the UK. And this is what we're working on. And we've done some beautiful work so far. We're making some lovely progress. We need to make some more leaves. We've made our first inner poppy right here. That's our center. That beautiful center right there. I use solids for my outside with a pattern for the in. And I noticed today that she had a solid for her inner and pattern for the out. And it was so pretty. What did she call it? Oh, hold on. Oh, what was the dude's name? Fabric. I forgot. I even looked it up. I think it was Croft Mill Company. Lardy. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the last name. I forget right now. Anyways, it's really cute. Oh, thank you, Tracy Crafts and Simple Life. Tip $5. Thank you so much. Big hugs. Thank you. I bought 100 2.5-inch hexi templates to make some. Very nice, Helly. That's awesome. And of course, you can reuse those, right? Translation for you, LL. Everyone, it's fun to listen to. Oh, thank you, Virgie. Thank you so much for helping. So that's our middle flower. And I did use white thread, and you can see, if you were to be all nitpicky and magnified eyes, you could see a little bit of white in here. But I don't think that should deter you from doing the project if you can see a little bit of your thread. I mean, you can barely see it that far from the camera. So, I mean, don't be, too finicky and persnickety about it. Have some fun, right? So the key thing was for the center one is once you get the middle hexagon on, you're going to sew your bottom ends of each of your petals, okay, first, and then you're going to pop your paper out like that's what we did here. That's what was in there. That was actually tucked in there nice and snug as a bug in a rug. We popped that out so we could go and do the side seams. And then we went stitch, stitch, stitched, moved it over, stitch, stitch, stitched, moved it over, stitch, 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 all the way around and made this lovely, gorgeous little flower, okay? So yeah, I'm so happy we got here. It's awesome. Hello, Lynn. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Way too many UFOs, Deanne. I hear you. I got like a bucket full we got to deal with. So that's what we've done so far there. We have a few of our leaves here done. We got a little bit of our stem done, and we still have all of our petals to do, and some of our small ones definitely to do. Definitely all of our small ones here to do, and some still of our big ones here too. So we got all that to do today. But I still wanted to get to this part of the taping and cutting. So like I said, we're keeping the gray as a leeway zone of laying this out. But other than that, we're going to trim right up against the black and then put some tape and put it all together. And then we're going to stick it under here. So if this is the bottom right, okay, because my fabric is so light, and if I have that pressed where it needs to be, I can be here and be easy to lay my petals out as well as my, hold on, okay, and I just put a base stitch in that. We talked about that last week about how I feel it's more comfortable to do a base stitch before pressing because my big iron, it burns my fingers. I don't have a small iron, okay? And then we have here for petals. And she did kind of say about making sure your little lips here were pointed upwards, or you go and you glue them down and then place it. Okay. Now she did use a fancy little glue to adhere this to her fabric. I don't have that. She did say you could use your little gluey sticky pen to help it, but it's not her preferred choice. So, and that's completely up to you, right? But it does make a nice precise point if you go and fold it back on itself. I think so. Depending on whether you want to machine this or hand stitch this down to your background. So I think I'm going to end up machining this. So I think if I can get it laid out today, I'll get it stitched throughout the week, and then I'll show you the progress next weekend as we start our 12 hours and maybe a couple times during the day of how this came along. And of course, this could be our go-to project if you know, the Bargello didn't take as long, and that special project that we have with my co-pilot for the day. So that'll be a surprise. Everybody excited about that? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, Deborah Davidson. Did I ever? I was like, what the heck is going on? All right, so hello and welcome everybody. Sorry, I've been chatting my face off since we got here, and it's only 24 minutes, so we're gonna go. I don't want a cold tea. So, all right, so isn't that cute? It's gonna look amazing, amazing. All right, so now we have that pressed there. Let's move that here, get our last of our little arts and crafts session done here with the tape. Come here, seriously? All right, just got a couple more things to cut, okay? Let me guess, you got snow? Oh yeah, we got snow. Actually, we're in for quite a bit this week, yikes. I think 1 to 3 centimeters every day, including tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, and I think Thursday or Friday, we're up to 10 to 15 plus maybe 20 centimeters on those days. So that's okay, June, just in time, just in time. Hello, Pat. Hi to my grandson at Kyle Brown. Well, hello, Kyle Brown. Hello, hello. Is he in the chat? I'm Kyle Brown. I'm new to your live stream. Well, hello, hello. Welcome to the club. If you have any questions we can help you with. And we're so very happy to see you. Hello, hello. And I can't wait to show you the little surprise project that me and my co-pilot are going to be working on next weekend. It's going to be so exciting. I'm so excited. Hello, Elaine. Welcome, welcome. Session all day. Me too, Elaine. Me too. Especially when I learned so much this morning on Miss Hexadoodle's stream on Twitch. I was like, oh, I just want to share this with everybody. I got to share this with everybody. You know, because we've got different platforms, so it's nice to be able to share on different platforms, right? Okay, most important is the inner part. All right, so we can't really use these little bits and bobs here, but we could definitely recycle these little strips here into something else to use for labeling. So we'll keep that. Don't throw that out. But this, I can't really see much done for it. Okay. There. Okay. Now, it's all labeled, bottom left, top right, everything. So you can't mess this up. Well, I mean, you could, but let's try not to. Okay. That's the point. Okay. And the point of the gray is to overlap. Okay. It's a little, like I said, a little arts and crafts session here, but we're gonna get this. I just want to show you how easy it is. I used the tougher cardboard paper to make this template. So just because it just happened to be still in the printer when I went to go print the other parts. Besides the these little templates here. Okay. All right. There we go. Look at us. Try and line this up. She's got beautiful measurements on here, so let's use them to our advantage. Okay. And then we can slap one little square stick of tape right in the middle, and then we can work from there. Okay. And mine's just clearly packing tape, because that's usually what I have on hand. Okay. Oops, that did not work to my advantage. Next. Next. Okay. Right, you moved. Right. Very precision hands here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us, and we absolutely love and adore your grandma. Absolutely. Okay, now let's do here. Now you can just use regular little tape. I don't have any of that around here. We haven't done Christmas around here forever, and that's the only time we'd ever actually have like wrapping paper tape. Other than that, it's packing tape because I'm shipping stuff out, man. I'm shipping stuff out. Okay. See, that kind of moved off a little bit. Oh, all right. Nope, I guess you're going there. And that's the fun stuff with packing tape. It tells you where it's going. Even if you didn't really want it to go that way. It's all right. It's all right. Living and learning. All right. Arts and crafts session. Done. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, it's supposed to look like we stopped there. Clover, one quarter piece tape that is already sticky. I've never even heard of that there, Deanne. I know, industrial tape. Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Pop, there. She's a lovely, talented artist. She's got some beautiful things coming up, and she's, like I said, she streams to Twitch, and you can watch her VODs. So, I think I don't know where she is. I meant to inquire this week, actually. So, Gilby Crafts and Arts. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Elizabeth. Happy you're here today. Hello, hello. Cheers, cheers. Oh, I should move this. I didn't realize that was still sitting there. I was working on this project. It's a labor of love, that's for sure. Oh, he's got to come down too because he was fixed. All right, so what we want to do with this is once we get our fabric pressed in the quarter, like I was saying, make sure our right side is up. Oh, here we go. There we go. And then she said either you can tape it or to your board, whether like masking tape or painter's tape or anything like that, or if you had a board like maybe like mine that's got a little bit of stuffing in it, or like you could pin it in place. Okay, and of course mine is bigger than it needed to be because I was a dork and didn't read the directions like I should have. I try sometimes, doesn't always work. All right, there's me gaggles. Thank you. She is an awesome grandma, and I love my grandma so much. Well, you should, because we love her too. And she's amazing. She's been a big supporter of our quilt shop here. She's sent me many, many bits of fabric and has shared lots of memories and craft ideas and everything else like that. We greatly appreciate her here. There, Mr. Kyle Brown. So thank you. Thank you for sharing her with us. Okay. Question is, are you using solid color fabric for this fabric? Not solid. It's a white on white. It's got a little tiny, I don't know whether to call it a flower or just a print. So, I don't know. Can you see? Yeah, I can see it. You can see it there. You could use dark. Like I said, you would puncture it out via the freezer paper just on the quarter, and then be able to fold it out and then tap it with a cotton ball and some baby powder or some chalk to be able to get your frame out. And then once you had that, you could literally come in with a chalk line and put it that way. I wouldn't put anything too permanent though, especially when it comes to white. Definitely nothing too permanent. So to making sure that my horizontal and vertical are on my little crease lines, because that's going to help me keep square throughout this whole project. Okay, I'm going to come over to this side here, and I'm going to just putting a knot, and of course I got black thread so I can see it. I'm going to come about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches, and just do a little baste in that little crease. Okay, just a little baste, and you don't have to tie it off at the end. You could just give it a tail. It's just going to help you keep your blocks nice and square. And since this is the center one, you really want to make sure you're bang on. Okay, well, not bang on, you know, because nature is not uniform in itself, right? So, all right, so there we go there, and now we're just going to clip it off. Leave a good inch tail because you're not going to deal with it any other way. Just going to leave it there till you're done. Line yourself back up. Make sure your first one is on, and it is. Let's do this one here, and we'll come from here, and we'll just do a few more stitches this way. Okay. Oh, sorry, Lois. What question are you using? Oh, for my, well, I think it's going to be mix per block. Because I went and looked for some textured red for this poppy there, Miss Lois, and I didn't find anything I liked. So I went and grabbed a big chunk of leftover Christmas solid that I had from a project, and I thought I'll use that instead. I didn't cut any new fabric, so but I did try and find, I don't know, it's going to be too much of a mixy color of red, so I was discouraged. I just kind of wanted a little bit of uniformity, not so much on the scrappy scale. So I mean, I could have done one petal this, one petal that, one petal this, one petal that, but I don't know. Okay. here. And that's just going to help you in your blocks when you're squaring stuff up. It's going to be so much better and easier for you to do. And it's going to take no time at all to get this done. Like literally. No time at all. But the fact it's going to save you so much aggravation and frustration on the other end when you're trying to put your blocks together, my goodness, it's a steal deal. Here, like we can actually just rotate this and make sure we're just lining it up with the center and keep moving. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I was so happy when she taught this earlier. I was like, oh my goodness. And then one of the other participants said they noticed when they went to iron their block, it was a little off and they wish they had known of this. And I was like, oh. But they can because the block is cut bigger than necessary, you can trim it up. So it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And even worse came to worse, because it's the center, you can always just add a little funky sashing or something in between or whatever if you needed to. Oh, sorry. Move this back over here. Just coming up that crease line. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Left a big knot. Just doing a little base stitch. Make sure it's going to stay, because we're going to be moving this around here, there, and everywhere, and because we got all that stuff to sew on. Right. Yeah, so happy Family Day weekend to all you Canadianes. Well, actually, I think some provinces are different. Are you having Family Day weekend there, Miss Gwenny and Kelly and Sammy D and Joanne? Oh, no, Joanne's here. Joanne's in Ontario. So, sorry, Joanne. Mindy, hello. What are you making to eat next week? I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if my guest or my co-pilot wanted to make anything or just do that special project we were going to work on. So we might not. We might not bake anything. Oh no, it's cherry pie. It's International Cherry Pie Day. Yeah. We'll make a cherry pie, but it won't take long. That'll be easy peasy. Sorry. 1 second. I need some tea. Yeah. It's International Cherry Pie Day. Who told me that? Somebody told me that. So we'll have to make something cherry pie-ish. Definitely. I think the question was whether we were going to do freezer or just canned stuff. So, no. Here we go. English paper piecing by Hexadoodle Quilts, and this is the poppy block. It's the very center one. Hold on, let me find the quilt layout here for you in color. It's not. I didn't print the big one, but there we go. We're doing the center. Okay. Like I said, she's an amazing, talented artist. It's nice to be able to support those ones that, work so hard and designing and trying to create something unique and beautiful. And as soon as I saw this English country garden she was working on sometime during the summer, I'm like, I would love to do that. I would love to. Can you allow me? Which is pretty much what I was asking. Would you allow me, Miss Hexadoodle, to do that on our streams? Because I think we would have a lot of fun, and I would love to do it. I'd love to do it and share it with everybody, right? Like, it's so beautiful and so creative. Okay, there we go. I probably did a little bit too long, but that's okay. I'd rather have too long than too short, because my piece cut is a little bit bigger than necessary too. So, all right. So, when it comes to here pot, I guess we got to do our leaves, don't we? All right, so let's move that off to the side. Let's finish our leaves and all of our little doodads. And then we have this to still finish basting. Maybe we should finish that before no, we'll take a break. We could just glue right now. Oh, I did get those done. I didn't realize I did. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're ahead of the game on that one. These are the outside flowers right here. Little ones out here. Where's the picture? There we go. That's what these ones are, right here. Okay. And then this big one is right in the center. Cool? So pretty. I cut my square too big. It should have been like 18 or something. It does say in here, and I didn't realize that until after the fact, because I'm a dork. And I thought I read everything, but I clearly, reading is not my forte. It does say in here. I know it does, because I saw it. cut 9 20-inch squares because I think we square them up to 18 and a half. I think I might be right there. Yeah, you square from 20, you got 1.5 inches on all the way around, so to be able to square it up. So I gave myself extra, and I shouldn't have, but that's all right. You know, that was me being a dork. I thought, oh, I need some extra room because I may make mistakes. Surprise! Yes, I know. All right. Okay, so now we got our awesome glue pen. We can get to busy work on our little leafy leaves. Okay, so let's, there we go. Take the plunge, you'll be fine. Oh, what did I miss? What's Pat taking the plunge? I got my fabric, but I'm afraid to start. Why? Why, Pat? What's going on? You can do it. Hello, Sylvia. Hi from Kissimmee, Florida. I kissy you too. Kissy me, I kissy you. Yes, I did cut it too big. How's yours coming along there, Miss Allison? Allison J. Everything going well? Yeah. We're so far so good. If you were asking the question for me, so far so good. We're working on our leaves. We'll finish up our. I think we only got 4 done. We got 8 more to go, and then we have all the little ones to do. And of course, mine are different colors. I chose different color for stem, different color for the big leaf, and different color for the small leaf. And I may mix that out throughout the quilt project, but that's my choice. You can do whatever you like with your fabric. You can make it so that it's yellow and brown leaves, and maybe it's the end of fall coming, and stuff is changing. You can do whatever you like. Okay, sorry. We did have this, so we had a few lined up. I think it was 4, wasn't it? And then we gave it a bit of a trim. And that's what I liked about having the hole in the center, or close to the center of your little template, because then you can put your template in the center like that. Put your little pin in here, and then come back up. I know I just hate to ruin things. Oh, it's only fabric, sweetheart. It's only fabric. But you learn so much by adventuring. That's the thing. You learn so much by adventuring. Okay, so now that is nice and stable. Actually, probably could have moved it up a little bit. It's a little narrow here. So let's scoot it up just a smidgy widge. Okay, do the same thing. Poke through the hole on both sides and holding that in place, that template in place with that needle being jabbed through the hole. You can see it right there. And then we'll just give these guys a little bit of a roughy cut. Not right up to it because we need to fold this over, right? We need to fold that fabric over to make our leaf. So let's use some proper scissors. Measure 3 times. Well, it's like every project, right? Whether you're woodworking, or fabric, you can always buy more wood and you can always buy more fabric. So can't stress the small stuff. Okay. Now that's just bits and bobs, whatever you want to do with. Okay. And then this becomes here. And then you're going to glue one side, not too close to the edge of the paper. Okay. Because then you're going to end up having to try and pin or sew through that line of glue, and that's really not good for your needle or even your hand. Okay. And then you're just going to come and press. I probably was a little stingy on the glue on the bottom there. Yeah, I was. Now there is a Sew Line glue pen and a Fons and Porter glue pen, and we have both here, because the one I ordered way back, or Pop ordered way back when, just arrived today. I kid you not. All right, now we're going to flip it over and do the other side. Go across the fabric, across the cardboard. And then just don't worry about your tips. Just push them off to the side for right now. Okay? You just wanna get that just shaped around your cardboard. Oops, not enough in there. I'm still learning how to use the glue pen. It's still really relatively new to me on using a glue pen. So probably could have had a little bit more placed in the center, because it looks like I have way more on my right side than I do on my left. But that's okay, we're learning. And then she said if you wanted to do for the hand stitch or machine, if you wanted to deal with that corner, you can press it down right now, and then it should give you a nice tip-ish. Okay, there we go. It's better than nothing. Okay. Let's do this another one. I transited for, I'm done. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it, Virgie. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you. Thank you. I did a quick look-see to find the bias tape, but it wasn't there. I thought it would be. I'll check later. One more. Carefully. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right, Deanne. That's all right. It could have been, it could definitely be a thing. Or it was a thing, and now it's not a thing because, I'm crocheting the grandma where you can put all kinds of things on her and use her head as pincushion. Crocheting the grandma. Yeah, Miss Pat shared the Topsy-Turvy dolls to me via Facebook. I thought that was awesome. I made venture one day down the Topsy-Turvy crochet dolls or knit dolls. Crochet? Knit? I think they were knit. Sorry. Okay. Pop the tip up. I'm sorry, when I moved it, I thought you would see it as obvious place. You should have left it. I was cleaning up for you. Miss Gwenny was just trying to help, and she was channeling Sassalette. We haven't had some, trouble and chaos in the channel for weeks yet, so, we're all wanting a little, trouble to come our way. Gwenny's a helper. She loves us. She just wants to help. Strange Danish costumes, very Viking. Oh, hey, well, actually, speaking of Viking, the game that Munchkin Pop and I are playing is called Valheim, Valheim, and it's on Steam. And yeah, we're excited. We only played just a little bit last night. I was very tired and my eyes were really sore because I had to do some, tiny picking and stuff out yesterday, and my eyeballs were just really exhausted by the time even dinner came. So. Careful what you ask for. Yeah, no kidding. So we didn't really get a chance to play a lot last night, but we are very excited to be playing today and tomorrow and Friday. And Monday. Sorry. It's got a little crease in the last of these 3 here. 4. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Let's try and press that out first. Okay. I'm back. Had to lay out my solar panel charger. Are you still Cam? Oh, yeah, that's right. You sent me a video. I sent her a picture of me freezing my butt off in minus 26-degree weather, and she sends me this beautiful beach sunset. I'm like, Allison. You're teasing me. You telling me to have to come visit? Well, maybe when they open the borders. Might let this crazy Canuck through. Oh, bye, Tammy. Take care. Oh, see you later. Try and charge her up for next time. Yeah, we got some good, fun stuff planned for next weekend. We've got a couple little things to give away. We're actually going to give away a couple of meter cuts of this beautiful, fun fabric we got here in the quilt shop. And a meter is approximately 38 to 40 inches, and I usually cut them about 42. So you'll get a nice good chunk of 40 inches by 40 inches to work with in your project. So that'll be fun, wouldn't it? I love that. Beautiful color, lots of neutral, because I like the bluey, tealy color there. I thought it would go with lots of things, and same with the burgundy and the brown. I thought it was just so beautiful. Your sewing machine's not happy today, Virgie. Yeah, so make sure you're here next week. Next weekend, you may get a chance to win yourself a big yard cut. And that's what we're going to call it, a big yard cut, because that's why I like to cut my yards, is a nice big one. Or, sorry, meter. Whatever. Whatever we use here. Hello, Diana. What's going on with you today there, girlfriend? Isn't it pretty, Miss Ann Hayward? I was so, when I saw it on the screen, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. It's 59 cloudy and breezy. I'm just going to live vicariously through Allison for a few moments. Enjoy the 59, cool and cloudy and breezy. These soft tunes brought to you by Allison at the beach. Dun, dun. Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon. Yeah, that's been us all week. We haven't even been able to do our cross stitch Tuesday because the internet is just horrible during the week. We can barely get anything. And it's just been very, very frustrating. Papa spent, what was it, Monday night, 2.5 hours on the phone. Tuesday night, another hour on the phone to our, provider. And it's just so, oh my gosh. Just want what I pay for, darn it. Come on. Just want what I pay for, right? And I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like, streaming is part of my income. Like, it's part of my job and what I do. And you guys are messing up my Tuesdays, dang it. The fabric would make a nice cafe curtain. Oh, that is a good idea, Virgie. It certainly would. Never thought about that. Maybe I should make a nice long one to go next to the door because it's got a nice thin window. But I do like the light that shines through there. But that would be cool. That would be cool. Actually, I really like that idea. I may have to do something with that idea there, Miss Virgie. You might end up seeing it on the windows behind me eventually. Hello, Miss Anna. How you doing today? Miss Anna Colbog? It was so irritating. You have no idea. Well, of course you have an idea. But it's so frustrating, like I'm ready to go. I'm all prepped. I've already, spent, my hour from crossing guard, prepping things up, making sure I'm good to go. Nice hot cup of tea. Everything's rocking. Cameras are set up. Lights are on. Microphone's going. And we got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Or he goes, oh, it's not even, we can't even, we're just going to be dropping frames left, right, and center. I'm like, ah. And of course, it's so frustrating, right? Like, it's so frustrating. Because I just felt like I wasted, an hour and a half of my time, and then got to get into the back of the swing of something else or what have you. And, it breaks up my day to a point that's really irritating. So, I like to know, when I start my day and I go to crossing guard and I come back, I know exactly what's on my plate, right? Like, I know what's happening. I know what I got to do. I know what's expected of me. So, is that going to stay there? No, it's not. It's okay. All right. Now for the small. Oh, I didn't put the hole in the small one. Oh, no. I didn't do away with the hole puncher. Okay. There we go. Okay, hold on. Do 2 at a time. Try and put it in. I know this is L, so that's okay. Put it in the center. Now this is a cardstock I've used. I forgot what the weight of it was. I think it might have been 50 that Pop picked up. And that does make these templates reusable. Okay. And the reason why you put the hole in there is when you go to get the paper out, you have a little tool like a crochet hook or a nail stylist, and you just be able to break the glue and then pull the paper out. Okay, just like that. Super easy. Okay. Very handy dandy for the tool. All right, so let's do 4. Put our template on top, pin it through the center, like that, and like that. And then do a little bit of a rough cut, because we don't need all this extra. There's way too much. There's never going to be enough room if we kept all that extra, right? So we need to give it a little trimming. You had too small a sewing room. Exactly. I've pretty much taken over the house. I can't take over anymore. I'm going to have protests on my hands. Two, three, four. I think if you just do 4 at a time, then it's not too thick to be able to get your pin through or to cut with your scissors. What did I miss? Anna, thank you, Helly. I have a bad connection. What did I miss? And we're even dropping frames today. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Blah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Diana. Happy birthday to you. See you soon. Exactly. See you soon. Hopefully you got to hear your birthday song. Okay. Oh, new grandson. Oh, wow, how wonderful. Cheers, cheers. Cute. My friend Mary, she actually did the quilt we were working on Wednesday. Her newest grandchild arrived 12 weeks early. I was like, whoa, it's just a wee little thing, only like 3 pounds. But he's in the hospital and he's okay, so, ay, 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 but so little. I look at like a, you know, a 4 or 5 pound chicken and go, that's tough, that's small. And then they look like a little baby like that, it's so tiny. Hope he grows up to be big and strong. Your son's 20 today, Miss Kelly? Wow. Boy. They grow up fast, man, let me tell you. They grow up fast. I've wondered if a different day or time would be better for the Stitchery Tuesday. I know, me too, Ann M. I know. We've tried to figure it out, especially because everybody's it's a lot of working from home still, right? And it's just, and we're a little village. Like, I know we got some pretty good internet for our little village here, but it's still, if I'm trying to, you know, the boys have to use it for their work. I'm trying to use it for stream, and they're just barely getting their work done, and I can't stream because of the, you know, what's required, right? So. Fold that down. Well, you can either fold the tip under and sew it when you're sewing it, or just tuck it under with some glue. I mean, whatever works for you on trying to get your tip for your leaf. No, they don't have to be exact, because nature is not exact, so don't worry about it. If you get a little wonky bit or a flat side or whatever. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Sammy. Yeah, only 3 pounds, like 1 ounce or something like that. It was so, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how little that little critter is. 31st anniversary tomorrow, Pat. Holy moly. 31st. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this year will be 26 for Pop and I. Yeah, Canada Day, July 1st, be 26. 26 years ago. Back when, you know, so was a kid. Yeah, awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic news, Pat. Congratulations to you and your lovely husband. That's fantastic. Yes, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Do, 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 do. Oh, so you're a Valentine's. You got married on Valentine's Day. I didn't really put that two together till right now. Interesting. I always wonder who gets married on Valentine's Day. Well, apparently Pat does. Glad you had a good birthday. Mine was Thursday last week, but I'm glad everybody's doing okay, and I love you. Well, thank you, Miss Hildy, and happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, no kidding there, Jackie, right? Nick units for sure, for sure. We've made lots of quilts for you, Nick unit babies too. That's how I actually started off. I was like, I need to make some stuff, so I ended up making quilts for Nick unit babies, and in the back of police cars and in fire trucks, I'd make little quilts for kids to cuddle up against and be consoled with and stuff. Yeah, that's how it all started. I had to make quilts, and they just gave them away. You need some tea? Mine's okay. Less than half. It's kind of eh. It's not cold-ish yet, but if you keep drinking it fast enough, it won't be. Is it really 2 o'clock already? Holy bejeebies. Why does the time go by so fast, man? Let me tell you. Too darn fast. My baby turned 27 yesterday. Oh, no. I know, I'll feel that way when Munchkin turns 25 on March 22nd. So it'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're 25. Right now we're half, well, actually before I turned 49, he was half my age. So him 24, me 48. So that was our one time he was going to be half my age. It's kind of weird to come to that point where, you know, your kid is half your age and you look back at them and go, what was I doing 24 years ago or 25 years ago? And you're like, oh, yeah, right. I was having you. Look at that. Got me a kid. That would be like pretzels and like little cheesy cracker and like a shreddy. What else is in there? What else is in the nuts and bolt? Sometimes people put nuts, because you know I was allergic to nuts as you know growing up, so we didn't. We'd have sunflower seeds, raisins. I didn't eat paste with ketchup yesterday. I ate homemade delicious pasta salad. I believe you, Helly. I believe you. Just telling you, ketchup is not tomato sauce. You leave out the nuts too? Okay, okay. Cheesies as well as cheesy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some people have a different mix of what their nuts and bolts are. It's like Chex snack mix. I guess you can kind of say it like that. So, if you know what Chex snack mix is. £4? Wow. See, that's what I mean. Usually the little ones come out fighting and they end up being like so much more powerful, right? You know, so. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Big hugs. Big hugs. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate that. Yes, we do. We do. Tuck that under. The smaller leaves aren't going as pointy as I was hoping, but that's okay. Maybe I can tweak that as I'm stitching it down. So Kind of looks like an eyeball looking at you. I see you. It's just because routine was broken that she had something different. That's funny. Onion powder, garlic powder, Worcestershire sauce, a bit of lemon juice. I forget what else. Some people add more of a sweet mix to theirs. They'll squish some honey on top, or they'll have like honey and spice, like cayenne and chili peppers, and yeah, it's a mix. It's your what your taste buds crave as a snack mix. You know, you got that sweet, you got that salty, you got that crunchy, you got. You know, some people even just toss chocolate chips in there, or M&Ms, or Smarties, or something like that. It's also another thing that sometimes goes into a nuts and bolts. I used to remember making them for parties and stuff. It was always good. Always good stuff. And then you kind of toss it all together and bake it in the oven for like, 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Get it crispy, all heated, all the seasonings together, that sort of thing. That's some good stuff. And of course you can make your own, right? You can tweak it to yourself. But some people add popcorn. So. Oh, thank you, Kelly. It's like, who's anonymous? Why don't you want to tell me who you are? What you hiding? Oops. I'm kidding. And I haven't been able to make it to another So Yeah on a Saturday night because I'm just too darn tired by the time it comes on. Maybe this Saturday when I'm still awake at 9 because we're streaming. Maybe we'll go see what trouble we can wrangle up. Yeah, it's similar. That was trying to describe it the best I could there, Lisa, of what it would possibly be like. It's like the shreddies and the cheesies and the cheesy bits and the pretzel, and it's got that little, sometimes spicy, sometimes not spicy, just the salty but crunchy. So, and like some people put in like caramel popcorn or, caramel bits, or they'll melted caramel, like toffee or something on top as it's in the oven. So it gives it like little sweet punch every now and again onto things. So, on Tuesday nights? Oh, are they? Yeah, I would never make it on Tuesday nights either. Nope. I'm an old fart. I go to bed early. I like just relaxing. I like just chilling out and relaxing. It's so funny this past week. I've gone into the room, our bedroom, a couple of times, and Sophie's been laying out sleeping on her bed. So I'm like, oh, napping midday, eh? Come to lay out on the bed. The chair's not good enough for you. Can't keep mommy company. Gotta go come lay in the bed. Not that she's in my bed. She's in her bed that I made her. She's got like 7 quilts on the floor, plus a big doggy bed. Oh, yeah, she's got Princess P, Pop calls her, because she's got so many layers. Princess P. And I gave her my latest quilt. Remember the one that was falling apart, the rail fence I showed you guys, and the whole top and the bottom were all frayed, all the bits and bobs? I gave it to her. I just folded it up and put it on the floor, and she's loving it. So it's now Sophie's quilt. Okay, once we got those done, let's find our lid. Let's get our baste done for our stem here. Let's finish that off. Find my needle. I don't know what I do with it. Finish our tea first. Go. I put it there? Oh, okay. So what's everybody else doing today? We're going to have some stewing beef for dinner. I haven't decided if I was going to do mashed potatoes or just make some rice. So, but we'll just make some stewing beef. I just flavor it up. either with a can of cream of mushroom soup or just some seasoning with like some sauce and Worcestershire sauce and stuff like that. Pop says taters. Okay. Guess we're having taters. Taters. All right, so you don't have to do this part. The only reason why I'm doing it is because my iron's a big iron and I want to press this before it goes onto the quilt top. So I'm just putting a lovely loosey-goosey base stitch in between the layers. Oh, that's Sophie dreaming. Can you see her? Can you put her on the main camera? Or like she's on the big screen? I'm terribly sorry about my hair. As soon as I can get a cut, I will get a cut. It's crazy. Can you hear her? Oh, thank you, Deborah Davidson. Thank you so much. Can you hear her? She would tell somebody off, wasn't she, Miss Helly? Oh, I could totally add the recipe to the website there, Miss Jackie, for sure. I hope it's good dreams. I hope so, Virgie. She was so funny. I was on the back of maybe chasing squirrels, probably suburban. I know she's so cute, isn't she? Just love it. I was at the back of the long arm the other day, I was moving something or whatever, and she started dreaming. She started making noise, so I turned around, and her little back legs were going so fast. It was so cute. Oh, she made Lexi's ears perk up? Oh, because she was dreaming and she heard her? No, she wasn't being hurt. She's in her chair. You could see her in her chair. She's just dreaming. That's all she is. Nobody's hurting her. I don't know what she's chasing. That's too funny. Too funny. I like when she talks like that. Sometimes she's not much of a talker. Like our dog Zeba, our German Shepherd, she was a talker. You tell her to talk to you, she'd talk to you. You ask her what she had to say, she'd tell you what she had to say. But Sophie, she just kind of looks at you very rarely. Only when she's getting frustrated with you, that you're not playing with her toy correctly or the way she wants you to, then she starts, and it's not really even a talk. It's just like, that's about it. She cracks me up. Hello, Miss Brenda from Kentucky. I'm just doing a base stitch on the stem all the way up. I know I'm going to chop it up here, there, and everywhere, but I have a big butt iron, so I do not want to singe my fingers. I have done that previously with actually with the Bargello quilt, the green Bargello quilt we did as a scrappy adventure in 17, 18, I can't remember when that was. And I can show that actually today. So somebody remind me before end of stream to show the green Bargello, the green scrappy Bargello, and it's got bean fabric and pepper fabric and everything else like that. There's one section in there where you have to cut the strip at 3/4 of an inch. I'm like, 3/4 of an inch? Are you freaking kidding me? That's only a 1/4 inch on one side and a 1/4 inch on the other. It's only 1/4 inch visible. There's more in the seam allowance than there is in the whole visible part of the quilt. Yeah, well, that taught me not to crispy critter fingers. So, yep, I learned. Because I burnt my fingers on that project. Hello, Lori. What's going on? What's going on? Hello from Kansas. Well, hello from Kansas. We are working on, in the process, so I'm just doing a base stitch on my stem, this lovely block 1 poppy block from Hexadoodle Quilts. She's on Twitch as well as has her own www.hexadoodle.com website. Okay. And it is called English Country Garden, and this is block 1. It's in the very center, And of course, you could use whatever colors you like for your poppy and for your stems, your leaves. I've got a darker green, more of a I guess a foresty or fir green, and then a nice light new growth green for my little leaves. And then I have more like a military olivey kind of green for my stem. Like I didn't have to go all 3 different colors. You could do whatever you like, but you don't even have to go green. If you had certain colors in your collection that you have more than others, make it blue stems with pink flowers. Make it yellow stems with purple flowers. It's gonna be gorgeous no matter what you do. Just have some fun. How are you so fast, Ella? I've been working on one small quilt for 2 weeks. I don't know, Mindy. I charge my batteries every night. I don't know. Ask Pop. Hello, Miss Teresa. He's thriving and he's a very active little guy. He spent over 3 months in the hospital before he weighed 5 pounds. Oh, wow. Geez, that's so tiny. Even 5 pounds is tiny. You know, I think Munchkin when he was only 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Like, yikes. That to me was so tiny. Can't imagine 3 and 5. That's just so widow. So widow. Tiny widow. Okay, almost done the rest of the stem. And then we'll press it, and then we'll start laying out some on our block, our background block, and we're going to do some pinning, and then that gives me a chance to machine stitch it down this week and show it off to you next weekend. During our 12 hours, 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, and right now the time is 2:16 p.m. Eastern, okay? So if you were confused at the time of when we start, it'll be 9 a.m. And just so hopefully that helps you with you and your time. Okay. So you don't miss a thing, because we're going to have a couple of giveaways. Like I said, a really fun project, something we've never done here before in the quilt shop. We did a little sample or something just to make sure we were going to be okay with it, and it turned out amazing, and I can't wait to share the project with everybody. It's going to be amazeballing. Going to be so much fun, and like I said, we've never done one of them before here, so it was very, very exciting, and I'm very excited to do it with you guys too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this, and of course when I go to lay this down, I used to glue on my fingers here. Stuff really gets everywhere, doesn't it? I'm going to make sure my raw edge, those 2 sides that I was folding in on each other, is down to the bottom of where my project is, and only the lovely folded sides is up here at the top where I can sew it down. Okay. Energize the bunny. You betcha, baby. You betcha, baby. All right. Now we got that there, this here. Now we get to move this back. Line it up. Like, so when you have the light fabric, this is the best way to lay it out. I thought it was such a fantastic idea. And of course you'd want to, I assume you cut it. It's not going to go all the way through, would it? No, it's not long enough. I didn't read far enough to know I had to cut it, if I have to cut it or not. Who's read far enough? Who's read far enough ahead? Oh, there you go. That'll be fantastic, Carol. Light box. Wonderful. When you piece, you're fast, but when you're free motion quilting, you're slow. Everybody's got their slows and fasts, that's for sure. Ready for another quote? Somebody, some days I amaze myself, other days I look for my scissors when I'm already holding them. Or it's usually your glasses. It's usually your glasses. It's like, whoa. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I think Sophie's pretty cute myself, too. Can't believe she's going to be 8. She's going to be 8 soon. What the heck happened to the time, man? Oh no, Sammy dude, that's fine. You just let me know when you're here, and I will give a little refresher on what we got going on, and then making sure that you can enter the giveaway, okay? So just make sure. Just make sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go like this, make sure we got coming up on the top part, just down in there. That's plenty of room. We don't want it all the way under. It's going to make a lump on a bump, right? So, and we don't want it all the way under here. So, anybody say anything about I had to cut? Nope. All right, making a rebel decision. Do it in my way. Surprise! I don't think it's that much of a surprise. I really don't. Oh, that's gonna look so darn cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think this goes under. Yes. I think the stem goes on top, if I remember. Oh, it's gonna so adorable. It's gonna be so adorable. Now, she did have some other fabric glue. I forgot what it was called. Had a really tiny, thin tip on it, like I don't know, like your oiling little thingamajiggy, right? It only squeezes out so much, and then she would heat it to set it. So I don't have that, but I do have pins, and she said you could use the glue stick, though it wasn't her 100% recommended. And this is just to hold it in the position you want it in until you go and stitch it down. So you may want to work on only doing a couple of the leaves and stitching those down, and then working on this part, and then the stem and stitching that down, and then, you know, working your way to the outside of the quilt, right? So, Roxanne's? What's Roxanne's there, Carol? Glue? Oh, you know what? That might have been it. That might have been it there, Carol. It's 9:20 for you there, so we would be on 5 hours, so it would be 4:20 for you, Carrie. We'd start in the evening, but it'd be 9 a.m. for us. 5 hours, right? So yeah, that would be 5 hours. 4. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Roxanne's basting glue. I think that's right, Wendy. Yeah, I think you guys were right. There you go. I just, she chatted about it so fast, I forgot to really focus in on what she was actually doing, or what she was doing with it. Okay, so let's move the stem off. And what we can do, so if we're going to machine this, which we kind of are, let's get our stuff back together here. Let's take our paper out and pin it to our position here, okay? So you want to come in here and just kind of wiggle. I wonder if a needle would be better. You gotta loosen up the glue first. Still should hold most of its shape. Okay. Hold on. Getting there. We're learning. I'm still new to this, so I'm sure there's a finesse-y way, but I don't know the finesse-ier way, so I'm doing it the whole brute force, Laurelyn's come to town and is in the China shop sort of way. Okay. It didn't quite turn out the way I was hoping. That's all right. I'm sure it was my user error. Okay. See if I can press it home. There we go. See if I can give it a little heat loving to get its little memory back. Because I don't know how you'd take your papers out after you stitched it down, so that's, unless you cut out the back. No, that doesn't seem to make sense, does it? For Pete's sakes. don't know if I caught that right, but I'm trying. Trying my own patience at this point. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, homie. We got this. Go through and pass each piece so the shape is in the... Oh, that's a good idea, Smooth. All right, Sue, I'm on it. I'm on it, girl. I'm on it. Didn't think about that. And it might loosen up the glue at the same time. You smart, girl. You smart. SMRT. For you and for me, SMRT. What's so adorable? Carol? You sit up and watch TV? Oh. Okay, that one's much better. Much, much better. Okay. Oh, this is still a little wanked. That's okay. We're gonna figure it out. It'll be one of those weird leaves. It'll be one of those weird leaves. Because now you can totally start hand stitching this down all the way around. I'd like to finish it this time this year, so I will be machining. I don't mind putting the flowers together, hand stitching, but getting it all on the one unit, yeah, that's definitely gonna be taking some machine stitching. Okay, that needs to get under. All right, kind of wrecked the first one, but I did much better on the second one. But hey, living and learning. Living and learning. I have no idea where she is. I don't know. I haven't seen her on Facebook. But like I said, I've been busier in a one-legged man and a butt kinking contest this past couple weeks. So I'm sure I've missed a lot of things, and I apologize. Okay. I don't like that one. Okay, we're gonna have to redo that one. He's irritating the bejeebies out of me. Okay, that's all right. Lesson learned. Moving on. Not letting it win. I'm not letting it win. Gotta line yourself up here, girl. What are you doing? You're all over the place. You don't even know where you are. Holy bejeebies, Batcat. Okay, well, you were you were all right, but no, you had to go mess it up again. Okay, so coming in here, maybe I should do a pen. There, let's use my big one. Let's use my big pen. Oh, there we go. Maybe I was trying to use too big of a tool for the job at the time. Okay, all right. There. That's much gentler. I don't feel like I'm a big old brute now, trying to get my paper out. Ooh. Get back under there. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get frustrated with that other one and try and keep it and just grabbed another. Okay. That's what you do. You gotta just keep on and persevere. Don't sweat the small stuff. The small stuff ain't sweating you, so. I didn't, Elizabeth. I didn't realize I had to. So, but that's okay, or could. So, I don't use a glue stick. I thread baste, then iron to make sure to hold the shape. That way, I take out paper and creases. Take out the paper and the creases are there and hold the shape. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I just thought I might be a little bit more successful using the glue. And of course, that's how she was doing it as well. So of course I want to follow, you know, the instructions the best of my ability, which, you know, sometimes it's ooh, shiny object. Okay. But I did press these guys, right? You saw me press them. I was much more successful using the smaller needle to loosen up the glue. Okay. sure it's loosened up. And then come in with the little hook in the hole. Hold on to the paper. Give a little tug out, maybe. Oh, I think I had the paper in my hand. There we go, much better. Much, much better. There we go. There we go. It's pretty. What's Miss Lois up to today? Usually she's working on something in her quilt shop or her studio. Sorry. Oh, there we go. That was much better. Once you get the hang of it, like I said, I only took one before. That was the black of the center of the flower. So it's all a matter of learning the pressure points and everything else, right? You gotta just learn as you go. You can read instructions all you like until you're blue in the face, but you're not really going to learn until you do it. Till you do it. Just go and do it. Okay. Isn't that cool? Oh, it's going to look so amazing. Hold on. Get back on the center, dude. Get back on the center. There we go. Oh, it's going to be so cute. Now, if you were going to machine this stitch all the way around, would you use one consistent thread, or would you try to match what you're working with? So should I try and find a dark green for this, light green for that, medium green for the other one, or just keep it as black or white, or... There we go. And then of course this will sit right in there. And I'm still trying to decide what kind of stitch I want to use to put all this down. I think that's going to look so cute. Match as best you can, yeah? I'll have to go digging through then. Working on 5-minute runners. Oh, very nice, Lois. Last week she thread basted hers. Did she? I've never done English paper piecing. Is there such a thing as a leave-in pre-cut set of interfacings? Oh, that you just leave in. I don't know. That's a good question, Kathleen Davis. That is a good question. You match your thread. Okay, good, Carol. A small, used a small zigzag. That's what I was thinking, a tiny zigzag. I do have some mono poly thread. I did contemplate it. I don't, maybe I'll give it a try and see if I like it, because it should be, it's clear, right? So I don't know. I've never used glue. I didn't like the feel of it. It's a little weird on my finger. I like to get it off though, Sandra. That's for sure. I simplified my life with different shades of gray in different color of shadow. Oh, that's a good idea there, Brenda. Just sticking with a couple of grays. That's not a bad idea. I do it the same way, Sandra. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, okay. My internet is allowing me to watch spooling and no sound. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lisa. You would match your thread, Nadine? Yeah? Well, I thought we could baste it on to get it where we wanted it. It didn't have to be, you know, obviously a matchy thread or anything like that, because we're just getting it on there, so I didn't have pins to deal with. I had a brain fart there. Just doing a little basty stitch with, you know, I got pink here. I don't think that really matters. it just would get it in its spot without having to deal with the needles in the way, right? And it gives you, I think it gives you a more cleaner looking stitch down if you're not trying to weave and dodge pins, okay? If you're just trying to stitch, oops. Now, there's going to be 1,001 ways to do it, so you do whatever is comfortable for you. If machine sewing, I would use invisible. I'm going to try it, Sandra. I don't know if it's going to work. It was really crappy thread for the long arm, but I've used it on a few projects. I've had some pants. I fixed a few things that needed to be invisible. I stitched the handle, the leather handle onto that bag I was working on that I showed off a couple weekends ago. So there is. I've used it a few times. I'm just not sure if it's going to work the way I want it to for this project. So. Like I said, I'm just going to come in here and just do a little spot. I just put a big old knot on the bottom. I'm going to try and keep it in my little zone of where I need it to be with my pin, and just do a little big old base stitch right next to the edge. Nothing fancy, nothing trying to be all symmetrical or anything like that. Just getting her done. You want to line it up back on your template to make sure you're good to go and haven't messed yourself up or anything, and you're pointing north and south instead of east and west. And then I think that will help me get my leaves down where I want them to be. So I think what I'll do is try and get them all done, all these two sets of leaves, because I'd like them stitched down first, and then come back and do the stem, and then the flower, because the flower goes underneath the stem, right? I mean, the stem goes underneath the flower. So this hexy flower here, right there. Okay. Just extend on the, yeah. It's kind of what I did. Just cut it long enough to extend underneath the flower. Oops. Yeah, it was fun watching her put her flower together this morning, and she was doing exactly what she was teaching me last week, so I thought that was pretty fun and amazing. You know, teaching all the other people in her chat as well, right? You know, we're all there to learn. So, yeah, no, she's a good person. And she got some fabric from Tula Pink, and she was all excited. She was showing it off. It's some cute fabrics. I don't know the line, so, but it was some cute fabric. All right, so I can just scoot over to the next one here. Now I got that one done. I can move my pin out of the way. And then it would just go under here, because I'm just going to pull all this out anyways. I don't want to make a new knot. And get this guy basted where I want it. Like I said, if we have time, we'll work on this next weekend. If we get all of our other stuff done, which I doubt. I doubt we will. I think we got a pretty full 12 hours next weekend. So do be sure to come and hang out with us. We're going to have a couple of giveaways. And, you know, and you'll hopefully see something we've never done here on the Quilt Shop before. And we had some fun. Definitely. Hello, Miss Bettina. What's going on? Okay, so that's up there. That's in its spot. So I'm just going to kind of loop it. I'm not going to tie a knot or anything. Just going to leave it there. Try and get the other two in their position. Okay. I can always go back to my template here. I love this template and the way she uses it. You know, kind of recenter yourself. Do some base stitch, keep it in place. There's nothing worse than poking yourself as you're trying to go around some, you know, tight little corners when you could just whip in a few couple stitches and it holds everything together, right? Or you could use the glue. You could use the base glue that she was using. I mean, I'm sure that would be absolutely fantastic because you're stitching around the outsides, but you're gluing down in the center, right? So that makes a difference on whether you're trying to hand stitch through or machine stitch through. You're not going to be going through the glue. So she's just doing a little tap tap right in the center to keep her all together, right? So. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week. We're going to do a variety of blue, and then we're going to have a little pop of color. It's either going to be the light pink or the light purple that we just recently picked up in the quilt shop here. And most of the other blues are going to be very, of my stash. So some's going to have some pattern on it. Some's not going to have some pattern on it. I may have to mix a couple colors to make up one color. We'll see. It's a free pattern and it's an easy one. And I think it would be a lot for, or it'd be nice for people to try and put in their, little stash of what I've done. What you've done and you're like, I've done a Bargello. There we go. Oh, there we go, Lise. There you go. Happy you're here. Happy everybody's here. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, we'll be doing it's not 2 12 hours. No. Back that up. Back. Beep, 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 beep. 2 6 hours next weekend. We'll do, when we go for the break, we'll have to reset the time, okay? But we will be here from 9 to 9, okay? I've been quilting my free motion embroidery patterns into fleece today, and they make my neck and back ache maneuvering the fleece about. 6 done, 6 to go tomorrow. Oh, yeah. You got to pace yourself there, Sylvia. Make sure you're doing your neck exercises and stretching and maybe even giving yourself a little massage, right? Maybe even like a little hot pad or a cool patch or something like that. If your shoulders are really, really aching, don't go too far. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Made a few Bargello quilts. However, funny story on one I made. I found a pattern for quilts as you go Bargello. It was neat, but knowing me, really, quilt as you go Bargello. Okay, that one I would have to definitely see. I would have to definitely see that one. Okay, pop that out. Yeah, you really did yourself in. Oops. Okay, make sure we're still on our template section where our leaves need to be. It's just a guideline. It's not written in stone. This is the way it has to be, or all heck's gonna break loose or anything like that. Nope. It's just a guideline. Just to help you with your placements. So if it's a little off, don't panic. Who's going to notice? Someone's going to come around with a measuring tape and come and say, hey, that dude, that's off. And then you tell them to go get the heck out of your house. They're not welcome here. You don't need that kind of negativity around here. Long strips once they're cut. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that too there, Miss Sylvia. I do. Anybody else would like to sign up for our guild members? You don't have to pay, but there is a paid section that helps us, as well as you get videos early and a video every month, plus as a draw to enter the quilts we work on those videos that only the paid members get to see. So, yeah, we don't put those out to YouTube. We don't get any profit or anything off of those in any way whatsoever. They're just videos for our paid members. That's it. All the videos we've done in the past, they've never made it to anywhere but for them to see. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up and see if I can find that, Gwenny. Unless you can share it, that would be neat to try. Because this one here is a quilt as you go. You do one section at a time. You do one section and you quilt it and then you put it together. So that'll be fun. I'm not sure if she's doing it all at the end or she's going to do it when the blocks when each block gets done. Because that would be interesting. It would be interesting to see how some people do it. Okay, oops, a little tight on that one. Okay, look at us go. Look at us go, Cotton Eye Joe. All right, and then I'm just going to lay out the other ones here. just like that. Build it up all nice and pretty. Woot woot. I'm sure we could probably just do some researching on the good old Google web, and I'm sure we can find something that comes up with it. I'm going to set a reminder of the date on my calendar. Set timer. Okay, Brenda, don't miss us. We don't want to miss you, so don't miss us. Nope, nope, nope. Here, let's press these. Give them a little heat loving before I try and pull the glue off. Well, as well as to set them around the cardboard too, right? I think it's going to look gorgeous there, Miss Ann. It's going to look gorgeous. And when Hexadoodle was talking about the light and the dark backgrounds this morning, I never even thought about a dark background. I don't know why. I thought that would have been cool. I have some dark fabric here. Would have been awesome to work with. But then she goes, well, maybe you should do it like a checkered board and, you know, light in the center, light on the four corners, and then black or darker in the other four. And I'm like, I don't know. We just may see. Because what she chose as her fabrics popped so bright and beautiful on this bluey, dark bluey background that she had. I was like, oh, I never thought of dark. That's okay. Gives me excuse to make two. Two, I tell you, two. Yep, yep, yep. I'll make two. Maybe. I got all the goods and the patterns, so why can't I? And I got fabric. Ooh, boy, I got fabric. Yeah, so we think we'll probably do a poll next week, first thing in the morning, whether it's going to be the light pink or the light purple that goes into our blue Bargello line, because it's going to pretty much substitute the whitey color or what's next to that white color as it transitions. We're just trying to make ours just a little bit different because, you know, that's who we are. We're different. How did she see her paper? What do you... I'm sorry, Deborah Taylor. What do you... Oh, bye, Kyle. Big hugs, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and thank you so much for sharing your yarmulke with us, okay? Thank you. Big hugs to you, buddy. It was awesome that you were here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You're a good little munchkin. You're a good little munchkin. He'll probably like what we got going on next weekend. For one, it's a pretty good. Did she? No, she did not. You know what? I think she might. I think she said she was going to machine sew her leaves and stuff down. But you could totally do it as a hand as well, right? So as a hand stitch. But I believe she will be sewing hers. I'm hoping to see progress of what she's done throughout the week, if she's had a chance to do things throughout the week. So, but you know, she has her boys to teach and everything. She's a teacher and mom and house and everything. Yeah, those are cool. Welcome, Miss Teresa Fitzpatrick. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the club. Under dark background. Oh, ba-do. Oh, how did she see her? Oh, okay. I did do that right at the beginning. Let's go over that right now. Hold on. We can put this away because it's not going anywhere. Okay. I'd rather go over this. What she did is she took a piece of freezer paper, folded just like her pattern, like this. She took a quarter of her pattern, okay? Mine's taped, but right now, and then she placed it up so the bottom was on the flat and the side was on the flat, like on the fold. And then she took a stabby tabby tool, like a tool or something like that, but you could always use just a big pin. And she perforated through the paper into the freezer paper. So from her template into the freezer paper. And then, of course, once you spread that out, the wax was towards the inside. So if you were thinking this was the right side of the fabric, the wrong side of the fabric, this would have been where the wax part was. This is where the paper was, and she was puncturing through the paper to make the template. And then when she folded her paper out, the freezer paper, it was just as beautiful as that. And then, of course, she set it right on the center of her dark, and then took Pounce paddle cotton ball and some baby powder, and then went all over the holes that she perforated to get her whole pattern. And then she took her little chalk pen and then went and highlighted everything to go around. So, and then you place your stuff on top of that. Does that help you? I hope, Miss Deborah. Yeah? Okay, good. It was so helpful when I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. And of course, you only need to perforate 1/4 because you folded your paper, your parchment paper, sorry, not parchment paper, freezer paper. Parchment paper is totally different. And then you just fold it out, and then boom, bomb diggity, you got your whole pattern. Okay? Net coolio. It's so smart, too. So smart. Oh, it's cold here, man. Let me tell you. No thanks. Mine is 15. Oh, that is kind of chilly for you guys. Oh, my goodness. Really? Wow, Miss Helly. Are you frozen? Our poor little chickens, like the heater keeps tripping. It's too far from the house with the extension cord, so thank goodness they keep themselves warm. No, not today, Lisa. It is next Saturday. Next Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 9 to 9. What a way to make a living. Wait, that's way too long. It's more taking and no giving. Lose my mind. Okay. Do. See, now I got that song in my head. Do. Come on, fold over. You got like a little weird spot there, you weird leaf. You weird leaf. I learned to watch the other way when my eyes catches dirt and just pick up a book, network, or other fun stuff. Housework? What housework? What? Why? It's not going anywhere. It's not like it thanks me for cleaning it up. No. Get that. That's pretty close. Pretty close. All right. Anybody have any questions? Any questions about this beautiful project? That's my birthday. Oh, next weekend on the 20th? Well, be sure to come around so you can partake in one of our giveaways. We're gonna have a few giveaways. And yeah, and then we can sing you happy birthday. We can sing you happy birthday. 12-hour work days isn't so bad, Ella. You get used to them. That's when you have to work the extra 4 hours. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I'm tired. But then when you get used to it, because usually you get like if you're working those hours, you got a few days off, like 3 days on, 4 days off, or 4 days on, 3 days off, that sort of thing. So do get that extra day. I heard that you finally got your dishwasher. Is that true? Yes, we did. It still needs to be screwed into the cabinetry though, but it works. It's been on. It actually works fantastic, and it's really quite quiet. It's actually quieter than the other one, so I'm glad we put in the little extra money for the quietness. That's for sure. It's amazing what a few decibels cost. So, but we like to do things 4 on, 4 off at night when it's cheaper, right, on the electricity. What did I do with my other pen? I'm losing myself. Oh, here it is. Duh. I just watched 2-hour documentary on the Moody Blues. I'm now singing all their songs. Oh, there you go. There you go. Actually, I watched really quite a few interesting documentaries on Netflix this week. One was Ghost of the Mountain, the snow leopard. That was really awesome. It's amazing what people go through for just a couple of seconds of footage, like 6 months out in the boondocks of nothing. And what was it? Our Planet and our Frozen Planet and stuff like that. They were all good stuff. I watched those. I just popped it on the Netflix and off I went. Because I said our internet was really cruddy to actually watch like a stream or even something on YouTube was giving me some trouble. But Netflix seemed to be okay. It only stuttered and spopped a couple of times, which really wasn't too bad. I barely noticed. So. I'm like, hold on, turn you over here. Do. Didn't go the way I wanted. I'm gonna try another one. Okay, moving on. It's all right. Don't get stressed. Just grab another one. You can make that up again. It's not a big deal. These papers are reusable. And I'm still learning to maneuver this correctly and not mess things up. And I'm doing my best. And I'm learning. Oh, don't want to come out. Why don't you want to come out? It's comfy in here. It doesn't want to leave. New TV. Oh my goodness, Mindy. Woot woot. 12 hours next week on the big screen at Mindy's house. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Big screen at Mindy's house. Big screen at Mindy's house. She'd be like, say to her husband, Laurelyn said we had to put it on the big screen this weekend, so, you know, move on, buddy. I'm kidding. Kidding. Okay, so that's really fiddly kind of work. So we'll work on that during the week. And like I said, I'll show off my progress. I'll probably get all my leaves stitched down. Maybe my stems and my petals. Maybe I'll try and get it all done. And then, but you can certainly hand stitch it. You got the template here. You know what needs to happen now at this point is getting all your stuff together. So it's going to look amazing. Found that cherry pie from Bob Evans. Who's Bob Evans? Hear that cherry pie talk? Haha. Yeah, no kidding. He's prepping for next week. Oh, no, not cleaning day. Anybody have any questions about this project? Yeah, that's Netflix Canada, too, at least the ones I was watching, too. So. BritBox? I don't have BritBox. I don't know how to get that. Oh, it's a restaurant chain. Okay, well, that explains things. Like, who's Bob Evans? How am I don't I know him? I run my pool filter after midnight because it costs way less on the other. Yeah, exactly, right? So you kind of set things ahead of time. We try to load the dishwasher, program it for a couple hours, and then, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock, it goes on, and it's done by the morning, so. Oh, thank you, Linda Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hold on. Now, this was my first time doing a Bargello. Hold on, is it right here? Oh yeah. It's actually bigger than I remember. For some reason I thought it was much smaller. It's not. Okay. Now very scrappy in nature. Same with the back. Okay. And I used a little bit of pop of yellow and a little pop of gold. Here we go. And you can see on some of this fabric, I've got some, I've mixed colors. They were similar. This one had flowers. This one has like scales on it. And this one over here has got a totally different colored fabric to it. I've got beans, got peppers. Peppers? Use the peppers? No, beans. Only the beans in this one. So, it is pretty, isn't it? It's one of my favorites, actually. And of course, a nice big scrappy green binding. Gotta go all scrapness on it. That was my first one, my very first ever Bargello. First ever. So, and I quilted up 2 different ways. I put 2 different stitch outs on it. Doubled up the batting. So yeah, very nice. It turned out amazing, actually. And it's a good size, too. It is, oh, I don't know, 66 by 62. So that's a good size. That's a really good size. Great for couch. Yeah. And then got some of the bean fabric, made some half square triangles. Left over from a customer project that she didn't want the fabric anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it on the back of this quilt. There you go. Thank you for reminding me, Linda Lindsay. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway, it's good, isn't it? It is. We had a great time putting that together. Who was here for putting that together with us? A couple years ago, 3 years ago? Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do it, Sylvia. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can. If I can do it, you can do it. me. There's a few of you. Been in here for the long run. That's for sure. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So that's looking amazing, isn't it? It's going to look gorgeous. So happy with our accomplishments. That's for sure. Where's Sunny Boy? He's downstairs. Green's your favorite color? I like green and blues. That's why next weekend we're doing a blue one. Because then I can have a green one and a blue one. And it's a little bit different of a pattern too. A little bit different. Is that the one where you used your seam ripper line? It was tiny seams on that one, that's for sure. Especially the little one. How many colors in the Bargello for next item? 20, Miss Deborah, 20. And of course, you can use two jelly rolls. You can use your own stash. You could make it more than 20. You can make it less than 20. It'll just have, you know, that sort of transition, right? Thank you, everybody. I had a wonderful time putting that together and learned a lot. It was a free pattern, and I'd never tried one before. And when they had to go, when you were cutting and you had to cut that 3/4 inch strip, I'm like, wait a second. There's more in the seam allowance on this thing than there's actually going to be visible on the quilt top. There's a 1/2 inch in the seams and only a 1/4 inch visible. But it does make that transition from the peak to for the low points, the high peaks and the low points, really makes that transition. So you have to put them in. You may want to only do 1 inch, but you know, I think you could do the 3/4. Just take your time, pin your seams, move slowly. You got it. You got it. Yeah, I'd take 2 jelly rolls for sure, definitely. Especially if you wanted that transition of the same colors within that jelly roll. They don't all have to be the same color. Like we're working on a blue with a tint of pink or purple. So, you know, you can make it whatever you like. You can have it yellow with a bit of orange. You can have it pink with a little bit of red or something like that. It's all be fun. Miss Allison, I was here too. Yeah, Miss Helly's at her mom's. She got sick, and then someone else got sick, and then I haven't seen her. I thought she would have been here by now, actually. So I was a little worried. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, Miss Pat, and happy anniversary to you and your husband. Big hugs from Canada. We love you very, very much. Thank you, thank you. Mine's going to be, it's got to be a little bit of gray, a little bit of light blues, dark blues, and then a little pop of color. I like that little pop of color, like the yellow in that one, the yellow and the gold. I really like that little bit of, gives your eye somewhere to rest when it's not so much green. You know what I mean? I love green, but sometimes you need a rest. I have made it to May. I might get caught up yet. May? You're way ahead. Oh my gosh. I'm not even done the first one yet. What? Holy moly, Sammy D. I really gotta get cracking this week. Yes, exclamation bar Jello if you like a link to the free pattern so you can get your stuff cut and come and sew along with us. If you want to, you can just come and watch. You can just come and hang out and possibly get a chance to win some fabric or some other goodies. You just never know. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Love Day. Jelly rolls are expensive in the UK. Then just bust your stash there, Sylvia. That's what I did. That's all that green one that's all green scraps. And I mixed. I mixed and went as I went along because that's what I had. Oh, the temperature quilt. Oh, okay. All right, I gotcha. I got confused there. I was like, oh, me? How did she? I thought she was only putting out these once a month. How you on May already? That's funny. There we go, Miss Teresa Fitzpatrick. That is the pattern. There you go, Sew Nut. Where is this project from with this applique? It is hexadoodle quilt.com. Hexadoodle.com, sorry. Hexadoodle.com. There we go. I don't know if Pop's going in there, but. Yeah, look her up. Look her up. Okay. Indeed. So if nobody has any questions, I guess we will say good afternoon to everyone and hope you have an amazing weekend. And happy to everybody who's got a family day weekend going on, as we do here. So we're going to hang out and play some games and enjoy and just stay out of trouble a little bit. Maybe. We'll see what trouble we can get into in the game. But we're just looking forward to spending time with each other, that's for sure. Will the next block come next month? Yes, it should, Susan. It should come right at the beginning of the month, I believe. The pattern is just a picture, no directions. Uh-oh, what did I miss there, Pat? I was there. Pattern, a picture, no directions. For the Bargello? Is that it? Is that what's... There should be a PDF. It's down the page, you should see a PDF for a free download. If that's the one you're talking about there, Pat. Just enough to finish my cold tea. Thank you, you as well. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. The Bargello. Yeah, if you go down just the page a little bit, there should be, I think under the main image, it should be the PDF download.
PDF download is only a picture.
Oh. Oh, scroll down to get the measurements. It says Lois. Yeah, they're down there? Yeah. Okay, all right. That's, sorry, I was going to say, I know I saw them. So I was like, what the heck happened here? Because I don't want to lead you guys astray. So scroll down. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat, for saying something. Thank you, Lois, for helping. Thank you, Miss Allison, for putting Hexadoodle out there. I didn't realize it was just a picture. I'm sorry. I must have clicked on it and then still was looking at other things at the same time, just connected the two. So I thought the PDF was the pattern. I apologize. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hopefully I can catch a few minutes from work. Happy Valentine's Day. You as well, Carol. We will be here on the replay. And like I said, we're going to do it in 2 6-hour sections. So while the first section is getting uploaded and we're working on the second, maybe people can still, watch from the beginning sort of thing. No way to print them. Okay, I'll have to look into that. So, well, the page directions are there. Okay. But as Pat says, there's no way to print them, though. So maybe you might have to highlight it, put it into Word, and print. Or a screenshot. There we go. That's a good idea there, Lois. That's good thinking on that one. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because I'll have to have a copy of it myself. So I just didn't print one off. I just had it as a save thing and shared it with Pop. Yeah, I may have to highlight it and print or screenshot print sort of thing. So. Okay, well, we'll say good afternoon. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Big hugs to you. Thank you very much for joining us today. And hopefully you had fun and maybe learned a few things. I know I did on making this little poppy block, okay? So. We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way to print it, Pat. There's got to be a way. Okay. How do you screenshot? Oh, it depends on what system you're using. Pop, could you help? I don't know. Just scroll up a little bit there, Pam. You should get there should be a link. Just up a little bit. We'll figure it out, Pat. We'll figure it out. Oh, yes, the directions are there. Yeah, Pat wants to print them, though, Allison. We got to figure out how we can print it. There's a way to convert to PDF. Thank you, Jane. We'll see you too next week. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Big hugs. Answer? Whoa. There's a way to convert to PDF. Answer? I don't know. We need to yell. I don't understand. I can show on my screen. Okay. Okay. There it is on the screen. Hopefully does that help anybody? And then maybe Pop can show what's going on right now, how to. Okay, hopefully Pat's still here and paying attention. We're trying to help. Okay. Done and sorted. I'm sorry? Click on more. Then you click on print. Puts it into a PDF image. You can save it as a PDF or print it to your printer. There you go. Okay, there we go. See, I want to make sure you were happy before you left there, Pat. I don't want you upset. I don't want anybody upset. Need supper? I hear you there, Lynn. I got to get my beef tips going or we're not going to be having dinner. It'll be a late dinner. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Pop. Thank you very much for your help. Big hugs, everybody. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your week. Okay? 12 hours next Saturday, 9 to 9. Be there or be square. Cheers.